a beautiful new airport. The international airport is huge, dude. This thing is, it's ginormous. We got planes flying in, planes flying out, and of course some more highway interchanges so that our airport is connected to the rest of our city. We have our train line chilling, and guys, things are chugging along. We don't see, it's not as busy as one might think that it would be, but give it time, okay? Give it time, it'll get there. But guys, let's get into the meat and the potatoes. Today's gonna be a fun one. Today we're going to be building out our airport in Twin Lakes, and that's exciting. We're starting to get high. We just hit 100,000 people, or citizens, or population, or whatever. People, I guess that makes them sound like real people and not little simulations. But we just hit 100K, which is awesome. But I'm starting to be a little wary because sometimes when I'm like placing things, my PC, which is not weak at all, but sometimes it's like it starts to stutter a little bit and do some things. So I'm not in a huge rush to add a bunch more residential around here. But yeah, today we're going to be building out an airport somewhere. There's one thing that I want to do really quickly. I got a really good suggestion about the Notre Dame. It doesn't really make sense to be facing these extremely high buildings. It would make more sense if it was facing this direction, especially as we upgrade this street down the line to be more of like an actual highway, and we add some more highways in our downtown just to kind of connect up everything. The Notre Dame over here doesn't really make any sense. You just kind of see the back of it. So we are going to replace this. So really quickly, we're just going to take this guy out, come in here and switch it around. So we'll turn off snapping for this and we'll just flip it. We'll probably place it just like right here. Perfect. We still have all of our landscaping around here. Amazing. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to have a little alleyway that comes across here and then come into these streets. And then what we'll do is we will take out our crossing over here, right like that. Perfect. And then that way there's no stop lines or anything, or stop signs over here or anything. But what we will do really quickly, because even though you can, like, there's no sidewalks here, but you can walk on the sidewalk, like you can walk on the side. What we're going to do is we're going to add our own custom sidewalk over here. Perfect, just like that. Awesome. And now when you're driving around here, you have this nice view, and it just makes a little bit more sense than way over here. Now for the paths, maybe what we'll do is we'll just extend them back a bit. Not sure why this is giving us such a hard time, but maybe, honestly, maybe we just leave it here for now. What we might do actually though is we'll come over here. We'll have the path come over here. Perfect. Awesome. Looking really, really nice. Just a little bit of something over here, you know, just make it a little bit nicer. And then I want to look and see, make sure all of our lanes are looking okay. Perfect. Awesome. The one thing I would like to change over here, we are seeing crazy backup, but at least it's being used. It's all just because of this cargo harbor. It seems like, are people dropping things off or picking them up? This guy's returning back. So it seems like people are picking things up and then leaving. So we may need to figure out another system for over here, but for now, I think we'll live with it. Yeah, I actually would like to fix this really quickly before we get into the other part. So what I think we'll do is, now that all these cars are gone, I also want this to be a key wall. So what we're going to do is I'm going to come into our landscaping. We're going to come into our level terrain tool, turn this way down to like 40. And then we're going to grab this height right here and just bring it over. Perfect, just like that. Awesome. And then what we'll do is we'll just take this out from here. Take it all out. No, we don't have to pause. I'll leave it open. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use a 5-lane asymmetric road. Perfect. And then we'll take it. We'll bring it all the way down to here. Perfect. And now we have this nice key wall on this other side, which is exactly what we needed. And we can bring our water, or our, the bay, I guess this would technically be, back to about here. Perfect. And then all of this makes a little bit more sense over here, right? What we will do is we will just soften it up around here to make it look a wee bit more natural. Fantastic. This nice key wall over here. And then we have this asymmetric road as well. And while this gets busy, like it is pretty busy right now, but as it gets busier, hopefully this will kind of help out this area a bit. This would be a deadly roundabout, and I don't love it. So before we go, let's just fix it up a bit. I want to make sure if you get into a car crash here, you're not, I mean, you would literally just fly right off, which is tough, dude. That's tough. But maybe you should be a better driver, you know? And I'm going to take out a bunch of the trees around here. But what we will do is we'll plant a few trees around here just to make it a bit safer. Hopefully this would just like, if a car does come through here, hopefully it hits a tree before it goes into the lake, you know? That's kind of the idea. If it works like that, who knows, but that's what I'm hoping for. All right, so we are going to need quite a bit of space for this airport over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to buy some tiles. So this is what I'm thinking for the airport, okay? This is what I'm thinking. Hear me out here. I'm thinking we're going to put it over here. There's a few different areas that we could choose. We could choose over here. We could choose over here, which is not an awful idea. And then we could also choose like right over here as well. The only reason why I don't love this area is because there's lots and lots of trees, and I feel like this could make a really good forestry industry in the future. Like right now we have our forestry industry right here, and eventually we're gonna have to like get rid of it. And I'm really excited to develop this land, but we will need some more of that industry to like balance out all of the, you know, the production and everything. Like right now we could use some more industry, but that's not the point. The point is that I want this area to be for a forestry industry in the future. So it kind of leaves like over here, and then over here. And again, I want something a little bit more centrally located, a little bit close to a highway, but not too far away from the actual city. So I'm thinking we're gonna choose like right over here. I kind of like this area. It's very, very flat. If we come into our roads and we turn on our contour view, or actually if we just come in here, we turn on our contour view, very, very flat, only a few meters of separation. Once we get closer to the highway, there's like kind of like a hill over here. But other than that, super, super flat. You come over here, it's not as flat. It's not hilly. There's a few areas of hills, like right here is a pretty big hill. Very, very flat. Over here, also pretty flat. And then over here, this one's not bad, but it's a little small. Plus, I think this would be very valuable land, and I don't think it would make a lot of sense to build an airport on that super valuable land. Whereas over here, kind of out of the way, and I think it just makes a little bit more sense. You're still pretty close to the city. The only thing is that eventually we will need kind of a highway that will link up everything else. Whereas right now we'll kind of have to build it off of this highway, which kind of goes around and then just like links up with other areas. So that's kind of the plan. That's kind of the idea. So let's come in here and let's buy some tiles. We're gonna have to buy quite a few tiles, to be honest with you. I'm thinking probably 17, which is crazy. I think it'll be okay when you'll see, like, because this asset is huge. I don't know if you've placed it, but it's ginormous. And so while I was workshopping this, I had enough development points. So right now we only have enough to unlock the airport, but not enough to unlock the international airport. So I am going to flub the game a bit, and you'll have to forgive me because I'm gonna do it. But this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna come in here and we're actually going to delete the Notre Dame, and then we're gonna come in and we're gonna replace it. Perfect. And we got a bunch of development points. Amazing. I know that's kind of cheap, but it is what it is. Okay, so now we can come in and we can unlock the international airport. We also have 105 tiles ready. This is crazy. We can unlock the international airport. Perfect, so let's unlock this bad boy. And now let's take a look at the size of this thing, because this is not small. I mean, this guy is pretty big. If we look at like anything else in our city, it would take up our entire downtown. But the international airport is huge. This thing is ginormous. So placing this thing's a lot. And now if you look, this area in here, perfect size, but we do need these tiles so we can connect up to the highway. But now we just got to figure out like where exactly we want to place this guy. And I'm thinking back here might be a decent idea. I would like to have kind of like a 2-lane road go all the way around it, just for like, you know, service vehicles and whatnot. But I think that would be cool. So what we're going to do is place it down right about Yeah, right about here. So again, this thing, the sheer size of this thing is just ginormous. And it already kind of comes with this little entrance and exit, which is kind of nice. So we just kind of have to like figure out around it. It does not have any upgrades to it, which is different than the regular airport. The regular airport does have upgrades, but this one already has the cargo train coming right up from the middle here, which is, honest to God, a very inconvenient spot, but we'll get into that later. And then we have these entrance and exits. So it's perfect. I am going to turn it off though. We're going to deactivate it and then we'll come back because it's screaming at us for power and water. And what we'll probably do, because this is going to take up quite a bit of electricity, we're probably going to add another transformer near this or just off of one of these service roads. And that way we don't have to worry about putting, you know, a bunch of like electricity under the roads and everything. Cause I kind of want this to be more or less highways all the way around here. So let's just start building this up because this is going to take a while. So I mentioned a service road around here. The only problem with that is that we don't want to get in the way of the flight path, right? Like if we put this down here for whatever reason, it's in the flight path. But if we go one over, it works. Not exactly sure why, but you know, that's just the way that it is, I suppose. So we'll bring this all the way down here. Perfect. And we'll do the same thing on this side as well. And I'm just bringing these down. We will fix them, but they'll probably connect up, right? Like the idea would be that this is how, you know, people would, if you worked at the airport, this is kind of how you would get around. Obviously they don't really connect up anywhere, but you know, we can pretend. All right, so how we're gonna do this is it comes with a little bit of parking. I'd like to add more because you know me, I like to add lots and lots and lots of parking. But how we're gonna start this is we'll come into our highways and these are 5 lanes. Yes, they are. They're 5 lanes. So we're actually going to, we're gonna link this up and make kind of like a big circle. What I do want to do is I want to grab a road that comes down this direction, and this is going to kind of be like, because this road is right in the middle here, so if we take our 5-lane highway and we wrap around, we can use this road as kind of like a guideline basically. So we'll come out, I'm thinking we'll do like let's turn everything off but 90-degree, snap to existing, and snap to zoning cell length. Perfect. We'll come out to, let's do 200. And I want this to be as symmetrical as possible. So we'll do 200, 200 at a 90. Perfect. And then we'll do the same thing down here. So 200, 200 at a 90. And then we'll link these guys up. We can take this out for now, but I just like it being there. And we look 163, and we'll just put it up to 163 on each side. Cool, cool, cool. So the idea would be that now you can kind of go all the way around, and we won't have all of these, like it's not gonna look like this, but this is just kind of our guidelines for right now, and that's kind of what this is as well. We do need to have a road that kind of comes up here and on the other side as well. I like that this is symmetrical, but it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to go all the way around here, park here, and then drive all the way around. Like that's kind of odd. I guess you could walk. So what we're gonna do is we're going to add a few parking lots that are off of these ones right here. So we'll have a road that comes along here. Perfect. And I don't think this one can it. Oh, it can. Nice. We'll do the same thing right here. Perfect. We'll change these around, so don't even worry about it. But we will add some paths along here. But again, we won't do that just right now. And then we'll come into our parking and we will add some more parking through here. So let's turn this off. I think we're going to place it off of up here. So let's choose like, we'll put it right here. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Put it right there. Amazing. And now it's kind of symmetrical. Perfect, perfect. We're digging a bit into the ground here. So let's actually look. Okay, so we're going to have to redraw a lot through here because I forgot. Yeah, so let's actually come in here and we'll redo this. We've got to do a little bit of terraforming, but that's okay because we can come in and fix it all up. Okay, perfect. So now everything is pretty much exactly where it needs to be. Turn this on really quickly. And we're gonna just draw a quick guideline right here. Take this guy off. Amazing. We'll just redraw this in. Okay, perfect. So now we need to connect up these roads in here. So how we'll do that is, I'm pretty sure if we were to just grab this and bring it over, would this work? Actually would. I don't mind that. And then we can kind of take our freeform tool and then kind of come around, right? Do like something like this. We'll do like a 130, 130. Yeah, I actually don't mind that. That's not bad. Okay, so we'll do the same thing over here. So this one will just be straight, perfect, and then we'll do a 130, 130, just like that. Amazing. And then we'll flip this around. Perfect. And we'll actually change this into a 4-lane on the other side. Cool, cool. All right, perfect. Looking really, really nice over here. Amazing. And then what we'll do off of these roads, we can actually probably upgrade that into an alleyway road just up to here. Yeah, I think that makes a little bit more sense. This is a little wonky, so let's actually go back on what we just did. Upgrade up to here to an alley. And it's a little wonky, but we can always fix this easily by just kind of sliding this over. Perfect. We'll do the same thing over on this side as well. Perfect. Looking really, really cool over here. And that way you can kind of walk on the sidewalk, come up here. Perfect, perfect. And what we'll do is, I wonder if we can actually change these. I wonder if that helps. We could change this one. And that actually looks much better, to be honest with you. So let's actually do this to both of them. Kind of cleans up both of these. And I quite like that. We will take off crossing here. Oh, and when adding this, it turns into, it makes a light here, which is super frustrating. And we can't turn off the light because it's part of the asset. That's a wee bit frustrating. And honestly, the light is here regardless. Well, we'll see if this backs up, and for now we'll leave it, but yeah, we'll keep it in the cards. Let's just start to continue. I'm gonna pause the game because we're just kind of ripping through summer, and I don't love that. The next thing that I would like to do is I would like to add a transformer over here. So I'm just gonna take an alleyway road, and we'll come off from, let's see, what makes the most amount of sense. Let's come off from like here. We're gonna send this out a bit. Yeah, and I don't want to connect up with anything, but we'll send this out just a little, like right here, and we'll curve up. Perfect. And then we're going to put a transformer off of this street. Amazing. And then we'll connect up over here. Perfect. So now we should have power over here, I believe, right? Connected to power. Yeah, we should be connected to power. And honestly, we can make an easy water connection like that as well. Okay, so let's think about this area a little bit. What I would like to do, the reason why I had this road in here was because I would like to send it this way and then have it kind of come like right here. We're going to come and we're going to fix all this terraforming, so don't even worry about it. But the reason why I wanted this guideline here was because we're going to come in with 4-lane roads and we're going to parallel. And what I want to do is I want to have them on either side of this road. Perfect, just like that. And then we can take these, we can send them out farther. And now these are perfectly lined up right here, and then they can kind of just make a nice sweeping motion into what we got going on up here. So we can turn off parallel, and they can come in at a nice, easy 189, 189, 121. Perfect. We'll do the same thing. 189, 21. Perfect. Look at that. Go the other way. Turn this into a 1-lane. And now we are chilling. What we can do is we can actually take these out and redraw them. Perfect. Now everything is looking really, really nice over here. Just trying to make it symmetrical. Am I going a little bit too heavy on the symmetry? Maybe, but that's okay because I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, now we need to connect up with our highway. So we have a few options here. I think we're gonna connect up with this guy over here. And the idea would be that if you were living over in Townie McTown Face, it would be really easy to just hop on the highway, come over here. And eventually when we link this up, it'll probably come up over here and that would work out well. But we'll also want to connect up with this highway as well. And I don't love this highway, and this might be a good time to start changing it up. I don't know where we're gonna send it. We could send it kind of up through here and link up here, but I don't have a very thought out plan for that. So I don't think we're gonna do that just quite yet, but just knowing that it's going to be in the cards in the future. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna buy these 2 tiles. I don't know how many we'll need, but we're gonna buy those for now. We're gonna come into our level terrain tool, turn it down to about 50, actually maybe up to 100. And then we're gonna grab this height and just level it around here just a little bit, just create like a little pad. Perfect. And what we might actually do is we might go a little bit lower and bring it out a little bit farther. Perfect, just like that. And then I think we're gonna take out these roads. And we're gonna redraw these in so that they're flat. Perfect, just like that. Awesome. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our 1-lane roads. We're gonna come up. Actually, I think we can go lower than this. Yeah, we can do a 7. Can we do a 6? No, we can't. We can do a 7.5 and we can come up because here is where we're going to make just a tiny little trumpet interchange. Perfect, just something like this. We're gonna turn on our snap to zoning cell length. We're gonna come up another 32. Now we turn on our continuous, and actually what we might do, let's actually take these out and see if we can drop. We can a little bit, yeah. So let's come out 32. We'll turn on our continuous, and I would like to come all the way down to the ground at this point. Perfect, so that actually works out well. It's a 4.5. Let's get it to a 4.1. Awesome, and now we can literally just connect up with our other roads. So we'll come in, we're gonna upgrade these all to 3s, and we're gonna do the same thing to the other side as well, because we know that we're gonna have to create ramps over there as well. And let's come into our continuous. We'll turn off our parallel, turn off snap to zoning cell length, and we'll come in right like here. Perfect, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Perfect, just like that. We're gonna leave it on this side, and what we'll do on this other side is we'll draw, we'll do it at the end. Okay, so we've crossed. We have our little bridge over here. It's looking really, really nice. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So we'll grab these guys. We'll come down 32 at a 3.9. That's fine. Now we'll turn into 2 lanes, and now we can come down all the way to the ground. Perfect. We'll do a 4.2. That's fine. And then we'll come into our 1 lane, our continuous. And we're gonna have kind of a sharp turn here, unfortunately. But we'll come here. We'll do it on both sides as well. It was a 32.50. Perfect. Just like that. Awesome. And now we can come down from here. So I'm actually just gonna come into our continuous. That way it's a little bit easier. We can come right in like this. It says a 4.7. It's not phenomenal, but it's straight, and I think it looks pretty decent. Let's see if we can do something similar on the other side. And we can. Awesome. Super, super easy. Love the way that that's looking. We change all of these to 2 lanes, just like that. Perfect. Awesome. And then we'll come in here, and we will make sure that our slip lanes are a little bit more normal, like the length of them. We'll keep this one in, but we'll do this one as well. Perfect. So we'll come up. Amazing. Look at that. Perfect. And this is not, we have 1 lane here. That's perfect. Cool, cool, cool. So now we just need this to come up and link up over here. That is not, that's not going to be too bad. So let's see how we'd like to do this. I'm thinking come in with our slope terrain tool, and we'll probably come around like this way. So these guys will start to turn at this point and come up this way. So let's grab this height. We'll take right here, and then we'll come up. So let's see how this looks, because I feel like this might be a wee bit intense. Actually, that's not too bad. I don't think that's too bad. And now we'll come out of our parallel tool just so that we can link these up. Amazing. Perfect. We did carve into this mountain a little bit, but I think that's going to be okay, because now we can take these 2 lanes and connect up with our Franklin Highway over here. So let's see how we would like to do this. I think with this lane in here, we're probably going to come underground a bit. So we're going to do a 180. Yeah, we'll probably come to about here. I think that makes the most sense. And then this guy will probably just come up. So, and that way these don't intersect with each other. I think that'll look pretty cool. So let's grab this guy, now knowing that we need to come up to here. So let's send this straight. So it's going to be quite the steep little trip over here, but I think that'll be okay. So we'll come up to here. And now this is where we have these 2 guys. So we'll have one lane come on this side, and then the other lane come up here. Let's actually do this. With our continuous tool, we'll come around and we'll try to come up as much as we can. Actually noticing we're going to be doing quite a bit of like coming up and down. So I'm going to take this back to here, and I just want to see if we were to connect up this road. That's only a 5.5. That's really not that bad. So let's come down. Let's do this. Let's come down to 5.5 here. Perfect. We're going to have one of these guys continue its underground route. Come up, link up, and then the other one come up down here. We have this gnarly tunnel that comes all the way through here, but I think that'll be okay. And then these guys, this can come above the ground. So we'll take this guy and we'll send it up. And I'm thinking this time we're going to use our landscaping tool. So we're going to come with our slope terrain, come down to 50, grab this, and we want to send it straight to about here. Yeah, so we'll grab this height and we'll send it straight up to about here. About here. Amazing, because one of these lanes is going to have to come above the highway. So let's take this height and we're just going to kind of send it around here. And don't worry, we'll come back in here with our soften terrain tool and we'll fix all of this up. I'm just trying to get everything perfect around here for now. Perfect, and now we can come down and link up with this road at a nice, easy 4.5. Amazing, and then we'll come up on this side and we'll do something similar. So we'll grab this height and come right in. Perfection. Did I mess these up? I did, damn. Yeah, so I actually messed these up, so let me come back and redo them. All right, so things should be looking good now. What we're going to do is start to shift around our roads now. So I'm going to flip this, perfect. And then this should be a 1, amazing, up until here, minimum. I'm just gonna, so everything should be connecting up nicely now, but I'm just gonna come in here and make sure that these roads look good. That's my main concern at this point. And then we come up, perfect, awesome, awesome, awesome. Looking really, really cool around here. So then we're gonna come and we're just gonna soften the terrain up around here and pretend we didn't just destroy all of it. But what I will do though is we're going to make this just a little bit deeper. Perfect. Awesome. And then on this side as well. So we'll grab this height, come down to here. Perfect. And then we'll soften up around the edges. Perfection. So I think if we press play, this should work. We should have power. We just need sewage and water. Okay, so let's pause the game again. Because we have one more connection to make. And then we need to do water over here as well. So we can take out this guy now. Nice. And then we just need to connect up our rail line through here. So this is subway. So let's come over to our train. Perfect. And yeah, we just need to connect up our rail line over here. So we're gonna take this, come around, and then we'll probably, with part of this bridge, connect up with that. So through here, we're gonna grab this guy. I think we're gonna come underground because I think that would just look kind of cool. So we're gonna come out 80 and we're gonna come underground. I believe, what, 12 is underground? Yeah, it is. At a 4.5, perfect. Straighten out a little bit, amazing. And then we'll curve it around to meet up in this general area over here. So we'll curve up to, let's do here, perfect. And now we can come up at a 180 to ground level, amazing. And we can do a nice 3% through here, cool, cool, cool. And then we shall just link up. So we'll grab this guy. And we might have to link up to our bridges actually, now that I think about it. So let's grab this, link up to about here, perfect. And we'll do the same thing up over here. Perfect. Awesome. So we do have a bit of wonky rail going on in this area, but I think it'll be okay. Actually, this is what we're going to do, because I'm not loving the way that this is looking. We are going to take out this road to about here, and we're going to have all this rail be on the ground, because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Now that we have like kind of a bit of an intersection with rail, I think it makes much more sense to have it be on the ground. So we'll take this out. We'll use our complex curve mode to come straight and then link up these two. Fantastic. And we'll take this out. I think it's on the ground now, which is good. Perfect. And then we'll link up this guy right over here. Amazing. Awesome. And now we can bridge over this rail with our road. I think that makes a whole ton more sense. So we'll come into this, our 4-lane road. Perfect. We'll grab right here. Amazing. Come up to 10 meters. Turn off everything but snap to guidelines. Bridge over. And it doesn't want to because it says that I think our pillars are hitting this piece of track. So let's do something like this. This is what we'll do. I'm going to take these guys out, take this out. I'm going to come back to our road here, and we're going to try to make the longest node that we can. So right like here. Perfect. And now let's try to get these tracks in here underneath our road here. Perfect, just like that. And then we can take this guy and send it back even more. Amazing. Fantastic. And now we have, everything should be working perfectly now. Now we just need to get some water over here. So that one's easy enough. We'll just put our water pipes right under the road, exactly where apparently they belong. Perfect. So now we should have water and sewage over here. Good to go. Let's activate this bad boy. And now we should be looking good. We should be looking real good. Awesome. So there's a few things that we need to do before we go. I know this one's a little bit longer than normal. We have to come into our air travel, and we have a passenger and a cargo route. So we'll come into our passenger. Perfect. And we have so many different ports here, which is amazing. And let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's crazy. Okay, let's just do it. We'll grab 1. Clean that up. 2. Clean that up. We'll do 3. 4. Perfect. And we'll do a cargo as well. So we'll grab cargo. Oh, and these are cargo. We'll just do 3 cargo routes. Perfect, because I just feel like we got a lot going on right now, and it's a little crazy. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a passenger rail line. Okay, so we have our rail over here. We're gonna grab it, and we're gonna bring it right in here. Perfect. And then what we'll do is we'll have a waypoint on either side. Amazing. Cool. So now you can get to the airport with train. The only thing that we will actually need to do over here or in the city is we don't have a cargo train line from in here. We could add one. So if we come up here and we could bring it like over here, I think that would make sense. Come back. Oh, it doesn't have any cargo. Oh, well then never mind. We don't need to do that. Perfect. So the last thing that we're going to do before we go is we're just going to do a tiny bit of landscaping through here. So I'm going to come in and we're just going to paint a bunch of trees around here. Nothing all that crazy. We will have to add a little bit of something to this area. Like some, you know, some larger hotels, some commercial buildings. But for now, I think it's okay. We won't like develop with like, you know, a bunch of houses over here. But for now, we will add just a little bit of stuff, you know. But I think it looks pretty decent. I'm going to do a little bit of detailing just in this little area, and then I think that should be everything, guys. Perfect. So again, I know this episode's a little bit more of just like, you know, highways and the airport and less detailing in that area, but I'm liking it. I'm liking the way it's looking. We have an insane amount of routes coming through here. I wonder, can we see how many people that it served? 75 passengers waiting. Yeah, we shall see. I'm gonna take out a few of these trees. I like just oaks through here. I think it's gonna look nice. But yeah, perfect. The last thing that we're gonna do is we do in every episode. We're gonna come with our European row homes, and we're gonna come over into our city mixed city face. We are going to just fix some of the screaming through here, and because most of the game was on pause, I don't think we have too many to do, which is nice. But yeah, guys, that is going to be everything for the episode. This thing is ginormous. Oh my god, dude, look at the size of this thing. I hope it's good. Yeah, but guys, that is going to be everything for today. If you made it this far and you liked the video, like the video. If you love the video, you're not subscribed, what are you doing, man? Subscribe down below. Let me know in the comment section what you think about our airport. Would you change anything? I like it. I wish we had airports from like Cities 1. That was a much more fun way to build airports, but it is what it is. I like it. I think it looks really pretty. Far enough away, but still close. We have room to upgrade this highway through here. I think we're chilling, guys. I think we are chilling. But thank you so much for watching. Peace out.